Waluigi!
Mario! With great joy in my heart, each time I watch Mario Kart, you're first and doing so well, but here comes the Spiny shell.
Hey there, this video is all about taking on Spiny shells, aka blue shells. They're known for inducing mad rage for taking your rightful victory on the last lap, leaving you salty as the sea. Fortunately, they're not such a big deal if you know what's up. Note that this guide refers to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and may not apply to other installments. Let's get into it. The blue shell seeks out the racer in first place while hitting others along its path. Once the target is acquired, it locks on and creates an explosion. Players can obtain the item if they're behind, and there's a few ways to know it's in play. Check the map, listen, screen peek, or the warning signal. Items can allow you to dodge a shell completely unscathed. This includes the super horn, mushrooms, boo, star, and bullet bill. However, saving any of these items is difficult, let alone obtaining them and sitting in the lead. The presence of boo, lightning, and red shells will force your items. Let's say you were able to smuggle a mushroom into front running. The only time it's okay to hold on to it in case of a Spiny is when you have another defensive item on hand. Every shell has equal hit stun, leaving you unable to act for about a second and a half. What I'm saying here is blocking red shells are just as important as blue shells. Shrooms have to be used when Spiny is diving into you. It's going to feel last second, so be patient. Take a closer look at its animation. Oftentimes you won't be able to dodge Spiny, but there are other strategies to ease the pain. When you are struck, you are invincible for the next 3 seconds, which feels like forever. This information can be applied by throwing yourself into a lower hit stun situation. Examples are bananas, cows in Moo Moo Meadows, or lightning. Never hold items behind you until absolutely necessary in first place. A Spiny shell's explosion destroys items caught in it, including your defenses. I hold my items when a red shell is homing in or the pack is right behind me, as I could get hit unexpectedly with, say, a green shell. Defense is your #1 priority. You can attempt to stop before a boost or glider pad to gain top speed quickly, but it's not worth waiting more than a second with the mini-turbo meta. The acceleration and mini-turbo stats allow you to recover quickly. Watch how fast I get a mini-turbo after the hit. Here I use my super mini turbo and hold B to halt on the glider pad. If the racer in second is near, decide if you want to fall back before the shell gets a lock on you. A full stop is telegraphed, but you can hide your intentions by doing things like falling, purposely getting hit, or just driving slow. At the very least, catch others in the blast and cut their path off. In this case, I notice the blue shell early on the map and keep my distance as I'm expecting a fallback. I stay out of the middle of the track and pass when it's safe. That was all the essential information, but there are other odds and ends I'll quickly mention. Attempting to fall with the blast is risky and has no beneficial value. I've tested it extensively. If a red and blue are coming at the same time, take the red, unlike Mr. DK here. Both shells have the same hit stun and it will save your defensive item. It can hit you in cannons. The lock-on mechanic means once it's within a certain distance of first, it will no longer change targets and you can pass them without fear. Spiny will take laps around the track if it doesn't get a lock-on. It disappears after a while and you'll probably never see this happen in regular play. The shell can go through walls to get to the player if they're close enough. It's possible for the shell to take a victory lap. Don't use your super horn as blue shell drives by when you're behind, but stay out of the way. In a versus game, players can see other players' items. Some players panic and stop at the sight of a Spiny shell, hoping someone else will take it. Others may see this and do the same thing, causing a traffic jam, allowing you to pass with a Spiny in hand. You're home free. When racers finish, it will target the next highest rank. And lastly, never go full stupid. Expect 1 or 2 every race. The best way to know it's coming is to constantly check the map. If you see it right away, you may get 10 seconds to think about it compared to the 2 seconds you get when the warning signal shows. There's plenty of counterplay options. If you're knowledgeable and paying attention, it's easy to work with. Remember to look at the big picture in this game. Victories will be stolen once in a while, but with experience and consistency, you will earn most of your placements.